Hello and welcome to this special coverage celebrating Eid AlFitr. We would like to wish you all a blessed and happy Eid. Last night, the new crescent of the month of Shawwal was spotted in the sky, indicating the beginning of the first day of Eid AlFitr. Distribution of Fitr Zakat to the destitute and other deserving members of the society is the first thing with which Eid AlFitr starts with. It is compulsory for everyone, without which Muslims cannot fulfill the spiritual significance of Eid al-Fitr. Zakat al-Fitr aims at the eradication of destitution among Muslims on the day of Eid. Muslims dress up wearing their best and finest clothes. The new clothing represents spiritual renewal. The person leaves Ramadan, a month of self-discipline, in a more beautiful spiritual state. Eid prayers were held across the Kingdom of Bahrain. They were followed by a sermon in the big mosques and open grounds, which were filled with men, women, and children. Following the sermon, people exchanged greetings and wishes of happy and blessed Eid. In today's coverage, we will shed light on one of the most active organizations in spreading happiness and joy, but after this short break. Few days ago, and as part of the annual royal gesture, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued an order to distribute Eid al-Fitr gifts to all widows and orphans who are registered with the Royal Charity Organization, the RCO. For more about the RCO's social responsibility and effective role in providing special care and interest for the people of Bahrain in this very special occasion, we are pleased to be joined here in the studio by the RCO's Secretary General, Dr. Mustafa AlSayed. Welcome, Dr. Mustafa AlSayed. We wish you a very happy Eid and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Dr. Mustafa, the humanitarian and charity work of the Royal Charity Organization and in Bahrain has a very long history. Can you tell us more about how His Majesty the King's vision laid the foundation for that?
Sure. First of all, I thank you for the invitation. I wish you, His Majesty, Prime Minister, Crown Prince, the people of Bahrain, very happy Eid and Eid Mubarak. May God bring peace, prosperity to Bahrain, to all the world, inshallah. Okay. His Majesty the King, as part of his vision to give honorable and decent life to the people of Bahrain, established the Royal Charity Organization to take care of the widows, orphans, and needy people of Bahrain. Currently, we look after 11,000 people in full in terms of their financial support, educational, medical, psychological, entertainment, the full social package, as if you are looking after your own children and your own family.
That's really great. Dr. Mustafa, the Royal Charity Organization ensures that they participate in all occasions, whether it's the National Day, the Eid, Ramadan, any occasion that Bahrain celebrates, they make sure that they celebrate along with them. What is the importance of that, do you think, and how does that go in hand with the RCO's goals?
I think it's very important for the community to show their solidarity to this important group of people in Bahrain. And special occasions is a way to demonstrate our generosity, our love, our care for people. Ramadan is a fantastic time of showing kindness to people, and our orphans had a wonderful time this Ramadan in terms of being looked after, whether it's an iftar or various programs like Gargaon, Henna, like for throughout the day for our group that we look after. There are so many programs and so much support that comes during this month. And entertainment is expensive.
Yeah.
Eating out is expensive.
Yeah.
So we like to, minimize expense to our widows and orphans and people who need help.
Yeah.
So by taking them out to a dinner, to a program, to activities, we both fill a gap in their heart by joy instead of remembering their loss.
So
And
even simple gestures put a smile on their faces.
It puts a smile. Also, when they go to places like Skip Mall and run around and have programs and everything, or a program from Lulu or in hotels by very kind people for iftar, or bring them close to these enterprises, opens up their mind and their hope for the future, that yes, then one day they will be successful. One day they'll be working here, they'll be owning a place here. So by taking them out of various parts of Bahrain, from villages to a glamorous area with lights and food and entertainment and people caring for them, it's wonderful.
And how do you value that positive impact on them?
It has a big value because, number one, you let them integrate into the society, so they feel that they are wanted and they are respected. Number two, the programs also develops them for further skills in communication in life and how to succeed. And generally, when we have programs for our special group, we also invite some other children, whether from royalty, from rich, from poor, so that they mix with everybody and have fun. It builds up their morale. It brings attention to them, brings kindness to them, creates fondness between different groups of society. And children from different walks of life, if they are trained and exposed to the difficulties of others, number one, they are bound to support. Number two, you fill their heart with kindness
and compassion.
And this will result in friendship when they grow big.
That's right. That's really true. Dr. Mustafa, the Kingdom of Bahrain has been ranked by the Charities Aid Foundation, of course, as the first Arab and Gulf country and the 13th globally in the World Giving Index. What does such ranking tell about the genuine nature of the people of Bahrain?
When His Majesty the King established the Royal Charity Organization in 2001 and gave its leadership to His Highness Sheikh Nasser, the aim was to help the people of Bahrain, but also to help needy people out of Bahrain. His Majesty's philosophy is that the greatness of a country is not measured only by how much you look after yourself, but also how kind you are to others who are underprivileged, who are friendly to us and who are supportive to us, who indirectly help us as well. So creating this international care and solidarity is so important. We were ranked as a result of our efforts in Bahrain and also building many schools, hospitals, drilling water wells, providing food and medicine in very difficult area stricken by problems from famine, from zilzal, and the excitement of TV, I forgot the word, earthquake, and so on. we were appreciated by international organization. In 2015, we're surprised that we're chosen #1 locally, despite our limited resources, and number 15 internationally for a giving country through RCO. And we're very happy that last year we improved our ranking moved
to
from 1 locally and number 10 internationally. This is really very, very significant.
It is.
Because people do not realize the importance of corporate social responsibility or social work. In the future, organizations and countries will not be measured by their bottom line in terms of dinars and dollars, but they will be measured in terms of how much they look after their people, in terms of environment, safety, and so on, and also in terms of how much they help other people. The community in Bahrain, if we're talking about our micro scale, and also the wider scale. And Bahrain has been very generous in its attitude. As I said, it's not only the medicine, the food, the hospitals, but for Egypt, in Egypt, for example, we transferred our experience in Royal Charity Organization to a charity organization headed by the Imam,
in Egypt.
Dr. Sheikh Ahmed Tayyib, Egypt, a big organization. And I'm a board member appointed by, recommended by His Majesty the Queen, and through a decree by their president, I became a member with very, very senior Egyptian. And there we work also how to care for the underprivileged, how to deliver clean water to villages, how to go after various illnesses spreading in the villages which have very expensive treatment and cure. And the organization under the wonderful Imam Dr. Ahmed Tayyib is doing amazing work. We are also in line with your question, developing that culture now to Egypt, to Philippines, with whom we've got amazing relation, and they do great work for us in terms of engineer services, domestic help, and so on. That we also transfer our technology and our formula such that there will be a very senior top organization that encourages support for the underprivileged. It's this culture that made Bahrain qualify.
Yeah, that's true. That's very inspiring. Dr. Mustafa, we want to dig deeper about the activities of the Royal Charity Organization, but we will do that after this short break. Thank you very much. So we will go on a break and then we'll be back to continue our conversation.
تفنن يا القصيد وزخرف الدنيا شعر والحان، ولا خير بقصيد ما يهز الروح بلحانه. سلام الله على دار الحضارة دار أبو سلمان، سلام الله على شعب البلاد وكل سكانه.
شعبه بعينه وامتلأ قلبه وجدانه. حمد هذا حمد عز البلد له في المعالي شان، وكانه فوقها مسحب والله رافع شانه. تبارك يا الملك اللي عيونه للجميع حضان، حضن شعبه بعينه وامتلأ قلبه وجدانه. حمد هذا حمد عز البلد له في المعالي شان، وكانه فوقها مسحب والله رافع شانه.
تفنن يا القصيد وزخرف الدنيا شعر والحان، ولا خير بقصيد ما يلذ الروح بالحان.
سلام 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 الله على دار الحضارة أبو سلمان.
سلام الله على شعب البلاد
وكل سكانه.
تفنن يا القصيد وزخرف الدنيا
شعر والحان،
ولا خير بقصيد ما يهز الروح بالحانه.
تبارك يا وطننا يا وطن غالي الأثمان. تربينا على حبه وضم الكل بحضانه. على حب ومحبة ضمنا برضه أهل واخوان. تحت ميثاق من حب الوطن صانه وما خانه. تبارك يا وطننا يا وطن غالي الأثمان. تربينا على حبه وضم الكل بحضانه. على حب ومحبة ضمنا برضه أهل واخوان. تحت ميثاق من حب الوطن صانه وما خانه.
تفنن يا القصيد
زخرف الدنيا شعر والحان،
ولا خير بقصيد ما يلذ الروح بالحان.
سلام 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 الله على دار الحضارة دار أبو سلمان.
سلام الله
على شعب البلاد وكل سكانه.
Welcome back, and now we continue this special celebration of Bahrain's social harmony and unity by resuming our interview with the Secretary General of the Royal Charity Organization, Dr. Mustafa AlSayed. Dr. Mustafa, we want to know more about the activities of the Royal Charity Organization during the Holy Month of Ramadan and during the Eid AlFitr days.
This Ramadan, we had wonderful programs.
Yeah?
In fact, sometimes we had parallel iftar, one in Four Seasons, one in Golden Tulip, another one here, another there, and there was one major one under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Nasser
Inshallah.
for the orphans. It's amazing scene of joy when you see these functions. The Gergaon was very, very special one because not only that we had iftar with all the children and happy time, but there was also a cultural show of the old songs of Bahrain, and this the praise, the horse that comes and sings and dance. The joy that I see on the faces of children is amazing, makes them forget every trouble of the world with their joy as they bubble like flowers coming out of various spots in a garden. I thoroughly enjoy when I go with them. Even on before Eid, the whole day in Muharraq Sif Mall, we had henna, for example. It's essentially for our widows.
For your kids, yeah.
But we don't say no to the community if they want to enjoy as well. There are so many programs to bring joy and happiness, and also to glorify the folklore and cultural shows and programs of Bahrain. Our guidance from His Majesty is to treat this special group of people like his own children, and therefore they deserve the best.
Yeah, indeed.
And Bahrain was known since long history for its kindness, for its coexistence, friendship between neighbors, and so on. So, and we see now a burst of this a good relation with corporations.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, the banks, for example, they love to organize iftar. I have to balance.
So you work hand in hand and cooperate with such organizations?
My team and my managers have to balance between having iftar at home with your own children or having iftar with your other children, with your family, the orphans, and we have to spread ourselves. But the banks and organizations who come, because they want to be part of the joy, they come the full team. And for us, it's sometimes difficult every night to bring 10 of our managers over iftar,
of course,
to show recognition to this wonderful organization who share. Some of the programs is fun. Throughout the year, some of the programs are educational, some are summer camps. We have amazing summer camp every year for a large number of our orphans that they enjoy artwork, creative activities, even working in some malls behind the cashier as part of their
that is
summer
great.
camp.
Yeah.
And they learn a lot and they benefit a lot, and it includes snacks and refreshment, and it doesn't cost anything. As contrast, I have seen to some of summer camps outside Bahrain, where the children go and they spend $2,000. They come back.
And they didn't learn anything.
Not our children, by the way, others. I say to them, what did you learn? I said, not much. We played ping pong.
We play, exactly.
Every day. Whereas we give them much more program. In fact, we also send our children outside, if possible. We get sponsorship. Even we have a Real Madrid team academy that we look after. We send them summer to play with big players to boost their aspiration and give them hope to be better.
That's very nice. Yeah, it's really inspiring indeed. Dr. Mustafa, we would like to congratulate you on being appointed the Goodwill Ambassador for Humanitarian Affairs by the Arab Foundation, the Arab Achievers Foundation. How do you value such recognition?
I value that a lot. I thank His Majesty the King and Sheikh Nasser for giving me the honor to be in this position that qualified me. But this has been my life, you know. I think ever since childhood, I loved helping people. That's the culture that my elder brother Mansour helped us to develop all the time. Even if there was a fire in the neighborhood, he would advise us, go and help an elderly woman who has nobody before you even help your own family. He put in our heart a responsibility towards others at a very young age. And as an ambassador, I feel I have to do my current work but it puts the onus on you to do a little bit more. So it's a bigger
Yeah.
responsibility.
It
Because
is.
I'm sure at the end of the period, those who nominated me, they'll say, what did you do different? And I hope
No.
I can answer them.
I'm sure
I did
you
this,
would.
that,
No,
like
I'm
you are.
sure, definitely, I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
Dr. Mustafa, we've talked about all the activities and the happy part of and the achievements of the World Charity Organization. Now, I would like to know more about what goes behind the scene. Like, what are the difficulties that you face in organizing this events? Like we've talked about how it's difficult to have time available for all those beneficiaries and kids, and then having time for your own family. What other difficulties does the World Charity Organization face?
The difficulties are, first of all, in your heart, you feel pleasure.
I'm sure.
I mean, I was with Sadiq Shahabi, God bless his soul, the late Minister of Health, in an airplane going to Somalia, 4 in the morning, to arrive there on time in the morning for the opening ceremony, etc. And we sleep on the floor of the airplane on a cold metal in the cockpit, if the captain allows us.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll be squeezed sitting on cartons in the cargo ship.
Okay.
And that's for long hours sometimes, 7 hours. But you arrive there fresh, come down the stair, people meeting you, the energy you get is amazing from doing good work. It is not the hard work that make you tired. It is injustice, unfairness, etc. So I encourage young people to work hard, to take these jobs. Beautiful. At middle of the night, I'm in one country and suddenly there is a war or bombs like in Gaza or machine guns in Somalia. I come out of my room, bend over the balcony to the reception. I say, there is firework. There is a machine guns outside my room. And he said, oh, don't worry, this is only just fireworks. Just go back to sleep. And he's not worried.
Yeah.
I say, but I can't sleep. I want to put the television on. I don't have electricity. He says, it's not your turn. Wait, after 2 hours. So every floor,
The electricity moves.
they ration it. Or we had Ammar al-Banai with us in one visit in Somalia. We were scared of eating food because of lack of water, sanitary and diseases. So we take our bread, cheese and chips and
you say all this with a smile on your face.
Yeah,
That is really inspiring.
we had such pleasure, putting cream cheese in a glass bottle. You buy it from baker shop.
Okay.
That I used to laugh at my children when they were studying in London. They said they wanted
They did the same thing.
cheese in glasses. I said, this is plastic, don't eat it. For us, it was such a pleasure to put, a spread of cheese and some potato crisp, and we eat that.
That was luxury.
It was luxury.
Yeah.
But you see the smile on the face of children, of people whom you help. A man who was blind, he sees his daughter, beautiful like you, for the first time, and he says, I thank Bahrain. That is a reward.
Well, that was really inspiring. Dr. Mustafa, we want to know if you have any exclusive statements about the future plans of the RCO, and if you have any message that you want to convey in this special occasion.
Sure we have, like you have for your family, because your children are our family. We have 3 funds for their future. One is to have shares with certain value, and then we have planned for certain cash that we are developing, and also investment in property.
Okay.
Property already we have 3 multi-story buildings, 6 luxury villas, and building and head. And we continue to develop our portfolio in that respect. On top of that, we have a dream to build small factories where the orphans will find employment as a priority. And also they have a salary and a share that they can transfer to cash after 5 years of working.
Wow.
Our dream is to create some millionaires out of orphans, and it is not possible. Our job is
not
a happy job,
Yeah.
because you see the vision of the king coming through, and already we are seeing success
MashaAllah.
after almost 20 years of work. I must thank His Majesty, the government, Crown Prince, Sheikh Nasser, but I must not forget also my wonderful team, about 100 people. They are angels, and they work so hard,
Yeah.
and they work with pleasure, and they make my job easy because they work harder than me.
I'm sure. Well, that was really inspiring. Thank you very much, Dr. Mustafa AlSayed, for joining us here today, and we wish you a very happy Eid.
Thank you. Same to you. Happy Eid.
Thank you. Well, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we wish you a happy and blessed Eid. Have a good day and goodbye.